Hello everybody, this is Sonia. I'm in Australia and it's really hot. Really hot, and cicadas, I think they are singing out there, or crickets or something, because of the heat, and it makes everything. Anyway, so these are some of the threads that I'm going to be using in this. Wool. I bought these for $1 at Vinnie's, and I love them. I mean, I've got heaps now because $1 is really good price, and if you can get some nice colours. And I bought all these Rhoda cottons for a pretty good price. And I've got this Appleton one. I think it's Appleton. It's really nice. Might not be, but it's a nice dyed stripy one. Not stripy, it's variegated. Got a bit of the silky one. I don't know if I'm going to put that in there or not. And I've got a bit of a yellow plain one, because these are some of the varieties of things. It's not a big variety because I'm going to be using a lot more threads than I'm going to use on this bag that I'm making, because that's what I do. I do bags. I love making bags. I do love to make the outsides of them. And where did I put my needle when I ended up with that? Oh, here it is. Yeah, so that's what I'm going to be using to put some decoration onto this. I'll probably have a button and a bead on here as well, I suppose, or something. Like I said, I wanted to do a bit of, I said in the last video, I needed to do some embroidery, some crewel embroidery, which is usually done with an Appleton wool. I don't know if I shouldn't have cut that off there, but anyway. And I do have lots of them, but I want to just use, you can use whatever sort of thing you like for it. There's no rule, there's no down. You can please yourself what you do it with. I've done it with just ordinary thread before. Embroidery thread. You can do whatever you want to. There's no restrictions or rules on anything. I wish I could cut this a lot straighter. It's a little bit hard with these little scissors though. And you only got to be out a tiny bit for it to bulge, you know, and not go straight on the piece. So I want to put that there. Look at that. Now that's around the corner, isn't it? That's why it's not working for you. I've got to figure out which way I want this to go, and I think that will be it. That's the way I want that to be. Righto, because I'm going to be able to take that off there in a minute. Do something else with it. If I cut this back, don't do it too far, go above it just for the time being, Sonia, because otherwise you're going to run out of space. Alright. Thank you everybody for coming to visit me today on my channel. I know I haven't been on here for, well, other than yesterday, I hadn't been on here for a fair while, but I'm here now, and hopefully, when I've had a good night, it's not been too bad, I'm okay. Oh, you know what, I tried not to take all the really strong pain pills, and it really got me bad, it did. That's what I've been suffering, a silly woman, aren't I? You know, well, I'm not addicted to them, I've only taken one a day, like these ones the doctor gave me last. But I took one yesterday, and I was asleep before 11 o'clock, and that's different for me. I'm usually awake till about 3 in the morning, and in a foul mood in a bad way, because I have a really big issue about sleep, and I shouldn't, I suppose. Do it when you can, you know, is what I reckon. Do the best you can. Sleep when you can, because I realise that I'm not the only one, see, but that husband of mine, which is really good, he can just he lays his head on the pillow, he's gone, he's out, he's sound asleep, snoring away. Sometimes the cat won't even stay in the room because he can't handle it. But anyway, it's all right. Now they look really good, but I'm still going to have to cut it all back, and there won't be as much on either one of them, will it? Don't you think this looks really cool? Because I do. I love it. I do love this. Anyway, if you're new to my channel, you'll find out that something good will come of it, hopefully. Hopefully something good will come of this. Now I wonder what I had in that corner there. Do you just remember? Do you remember what I put in there? Got to be something that's going to fit, doesn't it? You know? Yeah. Maybe a bit of this with a stripe on it or something. A bit of the pink squares. No. Nope. I'm going to put that one in there if I can figure out how to fit it. Actually, it was a pink one I was putting in there, wasn't it? I remember now because I cut the bottom bit off so it'd be straight. Where is that then? Sonia? Well, I haven't moved, so I don't know where it went. How about this light colour one? So you've got to make, what's the name for this here? This here's got to have a piece underneath it. So I'm going to cut this off. I'm going to put it under there. This is probably the piece I needed for the other bit. Come here. Because most of it will be in the seam, but you still need to have it there in the first place to put it in the seam, don't you? And it doesn't matter if it disappears into it. So it doesn't. So we'll do this bit. Yeah, hopefully something good will come of this. Maybe before we finish we might be able to get something on here. One piece of embroidery will do, won't it? A bit of a start will happen. It'll be good. I just feel like I need some more pink. I don't know if I want to go with too many lighter colours. I've got pink somewhere because I've got a big blanket that I've been hanging on to. I'm sure I cut some off it and put it in the blanket box pile. But I haven't got it out today though, which wasn't a very good idea. I should have got it, but it's not easy to ask hubby to be going through things because he doesn't mind. I don't give very good directions sometimes. I've actually taken photos of the bookshelf. I don't know if I told you this, and I go on I get the photo and I look at it and I show him where the book is that I want. So that's been working for us okay. That works for us okay. I'm going to cut this at the same level as that one because I know it's got to go back further, but we'll do it for the time being. So they fill that little hole up there. That's good. We're happy with that then, aren't we? We could put that there. Yep, we could put that there. No, there's nothing to come right down there though, just to go around the corner thing again. I hope this is, you can see what I'm doing here. I was going to come in here and do lots of tidying up, but all I did really was put some things back. I'm going to happy to put a few things back up in the shelves. I didn't really get a chance to do anything on the table here because I wanted to do this, because I thought to myself, Self, now you're going to have to do this because if you don't do the tutorial, you're going to be too tired. You know, I had that conversation in my brain. Yeah, you're going to be too tired. Margot come to visit. Oh, that was so cool. That really was so cool. And maybe I'm a little bit standoffish. I don't know. I don't want to be too pushy with her or anything because I'm sort of funny like that. I can't explain it. It worries me though that I won't deal with it right but anyway, I shouldn't worry because now she's only 1 and a bit. Not quite 1 and a half yet. And sort of Jeremy he gets on the floor and he plays with her and that sort of thing. So it's sort of, I can't do that. So I feel like I'm not interacting with her enough. But anyway, we had a nice meal, and then after that we had a little bit of ice cream each, me and Ellie, because Ellie was sharing hers with Margot. She was enjoying immensely until it ran out, and then she could see that Nana still had some. So I offered it to her to come and have a bit out of the spoon, and she did. It was really nice, and we bonded over the ice cream. Oh dear. It was really nice. And she was, at first, it was really, really funny. She was sort of back away from me, and I just reached out to put the ice cream in her mouth, and she started coming closer and closer. Poor little thing. I suppose they're wary, you know, of people, because she doesn't really know us yet. She probably remembers the next time she comes back. I don't know. By the time we'd finished, she was nearly, you know, she was right up close to me, and we were having a nice time with our ice cream. We didn't have a lot, but it was nice to have a little session of bonding with her. It was really good. Oh, look at this. I've got a purple ball I can be starting to put him on there one day. I like put the purple ball on there. Yes, okay. Now, I'm going to go around here in a minute and sew all that down on the outside. But first I want to finish putting whatever I want on this bit first. And I need to put this bit on first. We could go right up there with that. I don't know if I'm going to use many light colours, so I don't know what I'm going to do about that bit. Well, I've got this piece and that bit, they're light, but see, I'm going to put sewing on them, so it's not going to be light forever, is it? Don't really want to do square, do we? Don't know why. Actually, that's way back up there, that where the linen is, so that's all right. I could probably just put that there. Then I need a bit of something in there. I want this on here too. Maybe it should go there. Yes, that's the way. That's the right bit. Okay. I think that bit there's good. I'm going to put it up against those. I don't think it matters if it's not a triangle-y looking thing. Maybe I could do the triangle-y looking thing there. What do you reckon? There's a bit of the yellow off the other bit, so I'll turn that over. Put that down that way. Okay. I have to cut this back without causing too much pain to it. Everything I'm cutting wrong, aren't I? I don't know, it's not good at all, Sonia. If I do this first, I'm going to put that down in the bottom. Okay. Now, I need here. That doesn't go right to the end, which is painful, although there's that, goodness me, that bit there's not going to be, that's in the seam, okay, that's in the seam, and it's not straight either, look, alright, you can cut that off, I can cut that off safely, I can cut this off, and I'm going to. Back down here somewhere. Haven't been out for a bit over a week because I can't go out in that heat. I'm going to have to go next Wednesday, and it's still going to be hot, but I'm going to have to go. Just have to go. This is the bit that's going here, isn't it? Is that right? And that bit's going there, is that right? Okay. So now, I need it to be right up in the, right up to the end. Well, I've got lots of this white stuff too, but it's not. I'll get on with this here now and stop fiddling about. Oh, you can bring it back. I know you can't. You've got to take it right out to the edge. So now you've got to take it right to the edge, so it's all filled in. Come this way. No, do this bit. Sorry about this. I will get the hang of it here in a minute. My foot's gone to sleep. Oh dear. Well, I have been sitting here in the wrong place for a couple of hours now, so in the same place, and I'm supposed to move all the time because of my legs. Supposed to be them up in the air. I'm waiting for a new lift chair and a new bed. because my lift chair's just not any good anymore. It's old. Oh, it's not as old as me, but it's no good because it's just been used so much because I've got to get up and down off it all the time. All the time. I'm saying, at least every hour, if not even closer than the hours apart. I've just got to keep getting up off it, and I've got to get a new bed because I can't get in mine, it's too high. So they're both in the plan. Should have the bed in the next 11 days, I think. I don't know about the chair, but I'll have to wait for longer than that for it. Things are a bit slow in the government things. As far as the people at work in the government, well, my help is always not there. And she's about to have a baby any minute now. So, I'll keep her busy. She's already got 2 kids. I think if you can't get a job where you can be at work all the time, you shouldn't be getting a job. You don't need one. If you stay home and look after your children, probably shouldn't have said that. Can you just black that out, please? Because women don't want to stay home and look after the children. They need to go to work. And that's fair enough. My mother never stayed home and looked after us. So there you go. Probably when we were little she did, but when we got older, there was 4 of us, and when my brother was at school, the youngest one, he's 4 years younger than me, I was getting our breakfast and our school lunches ready and everything myself, and looking after the other 3 of my 3 siblings at the time, because I was the oldest. I still am the eldest, of course, but that doesn't change, does it? But, I don't know. So many, and there's a thing on the news about all the childcare places that we've got here in the town now, which because for some reason we need them. We have a population of 10,000 people, right? Which I thought was a lot more than that once, but it's not. And we have got about 4 or 5 early childhood care centres here now. Obviously there's plenty of kids about because they don't have a position. They had to build more because they couldn't even, there was people in line. I think they might have been waiting since the baby was born to get in there, I don't know. But you can't have babies here because our hospital, even though it's brand new, you can't have a baby there because there's no midwives. Well, there would have been if they could have. I don't know. I just don't understand these government departments in these places. I really don't. Build a nice big new hospital and you can't even go. You can't have operation out there either. Well, except on my foot one, but that was just a small one, really. People do come in and they do operate, but that would be in the part where you'd have to. That would be for a. What do you call it? Something that you choose to do, I guess. Oh, I don't know. But I suppose you choose to be operated on anyway. But you understand what I mean? I think. I don't know. But when I was having my foot done, they were telling me about that you couldn't have a operation in the parks. Specialists come here sometimes and do them. There's no doctors here to do it. We used to have a really good surgeon here. He took my appendix out when he first started here. I was one of his first patients. They said they reckon he was the best and the gentlest surgeon they'd ever seen when he was doing my appendix. So that was good of him, wasn't it? Yeah. And that was good. But he's retired now. There he goes. And the anaesthesiologist, well, we had one of them, and then there was a new one here not long ago, but he must have had to go somewhere else, I don't know. Although he might just be here for when the doctors come here to help them. Got nothing. We have a doctor that bees at the hospital all the time, someone that bees, if you go to the hospital, there's a doctor there. Whether you get to see him straight away is another thing. If the ambulance take you out there, you do. But if you go out there, you might sit there for hours. Just depends what sort of day it is. If people have been hurt or sick or whatever, I suppose. It's not like anywhere else. I can go. I couldn't go to the doctor. I tried to make an appointment to go and see her. I can't get in to see her till the 11th, so I'm going to have to talk to her on the phone. So that's a thing that you can do, you know, like before you can get an appointment, you can just talk to them before you can actually go in there. It's like it must be an easier thing for them to do, I suppose. I don't know. I wonder if I can cut this without mucking it up. What do you reckon? Do you think I should have done this? I'm going round the corner again. Look at me. I want to butt it up against there. Now I've just... there's a bit under there. I don't think I'm going to worry about it though, because I don't think it's too bad. It's only a tiny bit. I'm cutting it off. Look at me go. Oh dear. Been too brave for me. Okay, now where am I up to? What's today? Saturday. Right, yep. Been up since 5 o'clock. I know. Me and Jeremy get up real early for morning because he likes to go out and water the grass and the vegetables before it's, you know, and I've got to get up with him because, oh well, I just do because I can't. He fixes me breakfast and gets me organised, and then he goes out and does the watering. And today I felt like I wanted to go back to sleep, and I thought, no, you're not doing that, Sonia. You've got to go and do a video, go and do something in your room, move a few things around, because I'm not very good at tidying up as per se. It's going to take a lot of effort for me to do it, you see, so I don't want to use all that. I want to do this. I want to show you something to watch and talk to you about stuff. Excuse me. So we've got some nice presents too, Christmas time. I got a lava lamp from my oldest daughter. Interesting, but it doesn't make coloured bubbles. It's only got white bubbles in it. And it was a bit disappointing. Isn't that dreadful? But that's what I was. I've seen them up the shop, and they all have these really nice, pretty bubbles bubbling up through them, you know. If you don't know what a lava lamp is, it's got this, I don't know. Anyway, you probably do. Google it. It'll tell you. And, oh dear, I'm nearly down to the last bit. And, anyway, so that's, what else did she get me? Oh, I'm starting to can't remember now. Anyway, and then Ellie bought me this really interesting thing that you can put all this stuff in for me bits and pieces, and then it opens up out like a concertina way, and it's got all these different shelves. It's pretty cool. So I've got to figure out what I'm going to put in there. That's the only issue with that. I've got to figure out what to put in it. I'm sure I'll manage though. Sure I'll manage. I don't matter if that goes up there a tiny bit. Does it? Does that matter? No. I'm not going to be too worried about that. So anyway, and a nice little cosmetic bag thing with some nice cream body lotion thingies in it and that, so I did very well. I think I might have told you, Santa Claus bought me a stack of stuff too. I don't need anything, isn't that dreadful? I want to go shopping sometimes. I think, well, I feel like I should. I feel like I need to go shopping sometimes. You know, I probably don't, but I feel like it. And I'm going to pull that over to there. I think, what am I going to buy? And then I thought, oh yeah, I need clothes. I always need some clothes so I can. Because I was keeping these things. There's no way I want to be seen in them. You know, so you think, oh, maybe one day I'll wear it. When I say that, of course, I bought them for some reason, but it wouldn't be. I don't know. It wasn't something that I was looking forward to wearing anyway. They probably looked right when I bought them. I probably just didn't feel like I should wear them, and I'm going to do this now here and catch that in there. So I've got a lot that I can. Well, I've already done a big clear out, because I don't wear a lot of different things anyway. I need a few things for wearing up the town, because I like to have a nice outfits for this town, and I've got stuff for that, and I've got and otherwise I've got outfits for around the house, and then I've got nighties for night time and daytime nighties, day nighties, which is only this one that I like, because in the winter time I got more. But this one doesn't make you too hot. You've got to have something that doesn't make you hot. You've got to make sure it's made out of something that's not suffocating you. That's a word, isn't it? Suffocating. Now there you go. Except I've got to put that bit there in, but I'm going around the outside first. No, it shouldn't take me too long, so if you can just bear with me. Why is that sitting up there? Is there a bit underneath it that shouldn't be? Probably. Well, what I'll do is when I'm doing it, when I'm sewing it, I will go in and I'll look under the back, and if I can get it out I will before I stitch it down, because where it's been stitched down this way, I can undo it, can't I, and get it done properly. Okay, now I'll have to turn it over and just go around the outside of it, make sure I've got everything. Shouldn't take too long, I don't think. I'll just do some lightning stitches. That's what my mother used to call them if they were any bigger than a millimetre or something. She'd say they were lightning stitches, which she didn't approve of, and that's fair enough. I don't really like them in my work anyway. When you're doing something on the front, this is a different thing. This is basting stitches actually. But you just can use my mother's lightning stitches word if you like. That's okay. I'm going to pull that up there. This won't need any wadding in the inside. I will actually iron on some interfacing, this one-sided sticky interfacing stuff, to only a thin piece to hold in all the stitches and the beads and that, like to make it secure. And of course there'll be a lining in the bag. Of something really pretty I'm going to put in it. Really jazzy, I hope. Got lots of nice fabric. So that's what I want to do. I'm going to have to end that off because it's starting to get too short. I'll get this back through here. Righto. Bit more, only got a bit to go now. I'm going to start putting my bags together that I've finished making, the top parts that I've done. Put backs on them. And we'll hopefully get some things in Etsy before too long. Because I feel like I can't be making too much more stuff because I've got so much around me here. I'm just surrounding me. It is. I've got too much everywhere I look. Oh dear, I've done that and I've done that and I've finished doing this, and I've got some journals here that I haven't finished putting together. And, they're not that far undone, but I just feel like I need to get on with it. Now when I'm putting on my decoration, I'm going to make sure, so that's a bit skew-whiff, isn't it, that piece of linen? I'm going to make sure that I don't go past this bit of tacking because you need a seam for the side bits. And I want to do that. Rightio, now I'm going to cut this off, these bits. So there's not a lot that the physio can do for me, I don't think. Although the doctor did say once I went there and they talked to her about what was needed for me. I don't know what's needed. I can't have operation because I'm too old and I'm too big. And I wouldn't have wanted that anyway. I couldn't go through that. I don't know. I don't think they'd do it. physio I went to the first time for my left arm, he was more or less saying, well, that's it, he's not going to fix you. He should have stood there and said, you're too big and old, because that's what nearly come out of his mouth. But anyway, I guess I judged him, didn't I? I shouldn't have said that, but I don't care. I've said two things that I shouldn't have said. Please don't judge me. Oh, I can't edit all this out. I'm a human just like everyone else. I'm sure we say some things wrong sometimes. We do. We say some things wrong sometimes. And I think I must have an orange blanket here somewhere. Because I've got no orange in this. So I do, I'm a big fan of oranges lately. Okay. Right, look at that. Well, I'm impressed. Don't know about you, but I love it. I just absolutely love that. Wow. I haven't even put anything on it yet. It's nice, isn't it? Don't you reckon? Come back here a bit. There we go. This actually looks little poopy, doesn't it? It's not a nice word, but it actually is a bit like a nice goldy colour. It's a goldy colour. So I'm going to fasten this down up here because I haven't done this bit. Okay, we'll just fasten it down and then we can start doing something. See, this you can see because I've done big stitches, but you've got to be, when you're doing something on this sort of work on wool, it's very thick is what I'll use for that word, because you know, and sometimes your stitches will disappear down into the the nap in the thing, on the thing. Look at that, how crooked's that? Anyway, I won't go out there near that, I promise. Right, so we've got all these threads here that we can start with. Do you want to go with orange? I do. I do. I want to start with this one. Now I haven't wound any of these because I just can't, but if I try and get it out, I'll probably stick to it because this is pretty old, this stuff. It's in good nick. Been around for a fair while because the man's wife bought it all and she couldn't use it, so she can't use it because she's not well enough, and he was selling it for her, or well, I'd say for, I don't know whether I agree with that or not, but anyway, she couldn't sell it, so he was, and now this is what I need. This is a crewel needle, I think. There's a butterfly, because it's got a good hole in it. It's pretty thick, but I think it'll go through here pretty easy. I'm not too worried about that. Got a good point on it. I'm going to have to start off with the usual, I suppose. This is not that thick though, this needle. I hope it's going to work for me. If the thread's alright, it should do. Look at that, it's going through there, because this is pretty soft, this stuff. It's not thick, not hard, I should say. Okay, now, well, at first I'm going to be doing the seams. So if I do along here first, I'm going to do a one of my favourites, I think it is. Is it Cretan stitch? It's a little bit hard to get through it, that is. Now your thread's supposed to be under there, okay? And then it goes up here, and the thread goes over this bit, I think. I might take it up a bit higher. Your needle's under the thread, righto? Here, underneath the thread. And then I'll be able to take out the other stitches. Needle's under the thread. It's easy to do it when you're down this bit. If you get it under there, because it just automatically falls under there, but when you take it up the top here, you have to put it round there, okay? I hope I'm keeping this even as I can. Did I go through that thread? I hope not. I did. Oh, goodness me, Sonia. I'm going to take that bit out. I went through my cotton with the needle when I moved it. Looks good. It's going to be a bit chunky, but that's okay. Not nice noise, sorry about that. Trying to get this soft so I'll go through here now. So I've licked it. And things get bigger when they're wet, don't they? They suck. I got it. Now go underneath there, go with the back of the needle so I don't stick it through the cotton again. Pick up these things as you go, okay? Try not to go too far without seeing them. And if you're making any little incidents or something, you just make sure you find them before you go any further. There's nothing worse than having to pull everything undone, but it has to be done if it's not right, doesn't it? I think so. Some people don't. Some people just think you should just leave it there. It's natural. I don't believe that at all. It's an accident. It's not natural. That's just my... what's the name on it? I've got my opinions out there today, haven't I? Oh well. Most of you are probably not even watching anyway now. This might be too long for you. I don't know. Still haven't bought my air conditioner for in here because Jeremy's not well enough to put it in anyway, because I wanted to get a new one. I had one in here before, but the switch wasn't right on it, so I needed to take it out because it couldn't. The switch was broken, and it was. I didn't want to use it because of that reason. I think it's still in the shed. It's one of Jeremy's collectibles. When he gets better, he said he's going to clean out his shed. You know, men's are like that, like somewhere to put all stuff. So we do too. Oh dear, I've seen some really good craft tables on crafting rooms on here. Can't on the internet. Don't like looking. Don't like looking at them. Okay, so that's that. Right, that's the first one, and he's awesome, isn't it? It's large, a bit larger than it looks from the distance. Hang on a second, I'm going to take out the back bit now, okay, what's behind it, so you can see what, that it's going to work okay, because it's going to hold it down, I hope. Pull it together with that. Now take out these. That shouldn't come apart. I hope not, because you're taking the stitches over the both pieces, aren't you? So it should not come apart. I hope there's something good on the TV to watch today. On the internet or somewhere. Have a little story for a while I have my lunch and then I'll have a nap. I know, I'm a busy woman, aren't I? Oh dear. When you get old, it just happens that way, doesn't it? If I was younger, I'd still be doing all this all day. Because I did, I worked on these things all the time. Whatever I was making. As soon as there was a spare moment. It's when you got kids and that, it's just not easy. And then you think when they leave home, I'll be able to do all that. Yeah, and you don't feel like going and doing it then, or you want to do something else different. I don't know what happens, but anyway. So that's cool. I'm going to go now because I'm thinking I need to give up this for the day. But I do like it. I do like what I've done so far. I'm very pleased with that. Only thing is I need to get a thicker needle. I need a thicker needle. So let's have a look. Oh, I got this one. Here's a farther one. Look at that. Goodness me. Let's put a bit of thread in this and see if this goes through this fabric. Or I think it will. I really do think it will. So what will I put on there? A purple one or something. Yeah, we've got a few minutes still before that thing will go off. I'll just put this bit on. See if it works with this good farther needle. Now this would probably have been in one of the darning things that I got. Or upholstery things. Something of that such thing would have been in. Okay. I think you'll see most of me making this because I don't think I'll be doing it by myself. And so I'm going to put a blanket stitch around here or not. That went through so much better, this thread. Look, that needle just slid through there. Slid through there. Sonia? Yeah. A little bit of a tug on it, but it was alright. Okay, keep going. Because the wall is just open, so therefore this is supposed to go back over there. But I'll fix that when I get to the end of this. I'll come back and fix it. Turn this into flowers or something. You know, this can be the stems. I'll do a long one now. Should have did one before, a bit longer, but we'll try it now and see what happens. Okay. Just one long one. Now I'm stuck. Oh no, I'm not. I've got it. Okay. Do a shorter one. Do a long one in a minute. I'm going to be going all the way along here, I think, with this, so it'll work out fine. Can't put too much pressure on this arm. It's not liking it at all. It's not happy with me. I've got myself a few things. I bought a new beading loom. I didn't really need it. I don't think, actually I do, because I think I gave mine away. Why I did that I'll never know. Sometimes you think, oh, I won't ever do that again. But I do want to do that again now. So I bought that. I bought a thing to do braiding on as well. I've just had so much fun looking for things that are different, and I'll show you in another time when I do another video, which hopefully will be soon, as soon as I can. Okay, I'll get back to it. As much as I can put up I will do each time for you to look at. I don't get as many likes in that. Oh, yeah, so because there's not putting up as many, but that's alright, it doesn't matter. If I was on here for money, I'd be I wouldn't be doing very good. Okay, thank you everybody for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Tell me what you think about that and what you're doing at the moment. What are you up to? Okay, if you want to join my group, which is Sonia Steptoe's subscribers, Sonia subscribers, Sonia and subscribers, stitches and share. So anything to do with sewing, knitting, beading, you can put up there. So if you go over to Facebook, you can find my page and you can do that, and you can go and see what other people are doing and what's going on. Okay, so thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Okay, bye-bye.